Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Julie. If you're an oldie but a goodie, thank you so much for always coming back and engaging with my content. I truly appreciate. Today's video is culture shocks, Kigali, Rwanda culture shocks, as you guys have seen from the title of the video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and without further ado, let's get right into it. So my first culture shock. You know how everyone is always putting on the internet, Kigali is clean, Rwanda is clean, Rwanda is clean. And then you're like, how clean is this place? Guys, Rwanda, Kigali is clean. I actually didn't just go to Kigali alone, as in a village in Rwanda for some time before I went to visit Kigali. Kigali, not even Kigali, let me stop saying Kigali. Rwanda is a clean country. The place where I was, guys, it was clean. The roads were clean. The village was clean. And then I went to Kigali, very super clean. Us the YouTubers and social media people keep saying, oh my God, this is the cleanest city in Africa. We are not lying. Okay, I've not visited the entire Africa. But for the places I've been to, Rwanda is very clean. So clean. They prioritize their cleanliness too much. We even passed by like those big trenches that usually are in town, that the ones that water passes through, the drainage system. I saw one. We have one in Kampala, Nachivubo. I think that's what it's called. Nachivubo, that big trench. Ours is filled with voveras, everything, polythene, everything. But the Kigali one, the thing had water, and you tell the water is, of course, from the drain, but it was clean. I didn't see any sight of plastic. I didn't see any sight of a bottle in that place at all, guys. There's such thing as voveras on the street. There's no such things as voveras in the trenches. Guys, when we say it's clean, Rwanda is clean. Kigali is clean. Guys, I was very impressed by that. That is one. I actually have 10 of these impressive culture shocks. So I have 10. That is number one. I'll have a bonus point at the end of the video, so please be sure to watch till the end. And then my second culture shocks, guys. The weather. They usually say it's cold. At some point it's cold, but the days I went there, it was hot. But then the evenings are very cold. But the most shocking thing that I experienced was that it gets dark so fast. Like by 5:36, it's already dark. And then it becomes bright very early in the morning. By 4, it's very bright, which is the opposite of Uganda. Usually it gets dark like 7 or 7:30, but there 5:30 it's already dark. And then when it's hot, it's hot. Evening hours are very cold. That is what I noticed about the weather. And then one thing I was very impressed with was their transport system, guys. Their transportation system is so organized. The cars are all in good conditions. I was in one public transport, like we have the taxis, but our seats are always old, they're always wobbly, but their transport system is very organized. I actually have something here. Where is it? I have a receipt from one of the journeys I took in their public means. They're organized to the point that they have receipts. This one was from, I was going back home after visiting Kigali. And home was Ragitumba, right? Ragitima. Oh my God, the names are hard. Ragitima is where we're going. So the taxi, or it's like a bus. We call them coasters in Uganda, but there's a buses. No, we call them coasters in Uganda. That is like their transport, the public one, and they give you receipts of how much you've paid, where you're coming from, and you just don't get taxis like on the road like us in Uganda. No, all the taxis are in a park, like a taxi park in one spot, so you can't get transportation like a taxi or a bus anywhere else on the road. No. And they also stop at particular points. You just don't say conductor masa and then they will stop. No, darling, you have to wait till you're stopped, and that's where they stop. They just don't stop anyhow, and then they don't pick everyone. They don't pick people anywhere. You have to be at the point, at the bus stop, for them to take you. So that transportation is very, very organized. The taxis are clean. There is always a bin for you guys to put in your rubbish. You just don't, like the part of the cleanliness, you just don't throw out bottles and boveras like how I see people here in Uganda. Sometimes I look at an adult throwing out a bottle after taking soda, and I'm like, we have a serious problem. But yeah, the transportation is on point. And then the languages, that is number 3, languages. There are 3 major languages they speak. One is French, and then they speak their language, which is Kinyarwanda. I don't know if that is the right name, Kinyarwanda, and then they speak a bit of English and then a bit of Swahili. Most locals know the Kinyarwanda, of course, and then most of them know French, but a few of them know English. Yeah, so a few of them struggle with English, but if you know Kinyarwanda, you're good to go. Then if you know some Swahili, you'll be able to communicate. And then English, you'll find some people that know English, but the layman, they are usually into Kinyarwanda and French. Yeah, so those are the languages they speak there. Yeah, so no one will fail to communicate when you get there. And then, which one is that? Number 4. Are we at number 4? Noise pollution, which is number 5, I think. Number 5, noise pollution. The guys don't just have cars that are promoting concerts moving around. They take noise pollution very seriously. No parties that extend to, because their clubs stop around at 2 a.m. That is when they'll stop, most of them, but some of them stop like at midnight. So you're not going to go trans night or till morning in a bar. That can't happen. And then no one is just hooting anyhow on the roads. They just don't make that much noise. I was in Kigali, and the day I was in Kigali, the next day Ruga had a concert there, but there was no car moving around trying to tell people that there is going to be a concert. So they take noise pollution very seriously. You just don't find a lot of noise. That is why most people say their nightlife is not like Uganda, because Uganda people club till morning, but there's a limit. Why? Because they didn't want them to be consuming too much alcohol. Yeah. And then actually this one was supposed to be after the transport. So point number 6, guys, their roads are amazing. There are no potholes like in Uganda. In the city itself, there are potholes, but they're trying to work on them anyways. But in Kigali, all roads are maintained very well. They're all clean, and then there are no potholes, even in the village, because I told you guys I was in the village before I went to Kigali. The road is good, very good, and very clean and very black, just the way it was made. So our point, which is number 7, laws are taken very seriously. Traffic laws are taken very seriously. When they tell you the speed limit there is 60 kilometers per hour, and it's taken very seriously. You just don't go woo. 60 kilometers per hour, that is how they drive their cars, and it's taken very seriously. Everyone follows it. And then, guys, something that impressed me even more was that zebra crossing. Those guys respect it. In Uganda, it's more like a decoration, because you'll be on the zebra crossing and someone will abuse you for wanting to use the zebra crossing. but those guys from a border to the cars, to the government cars, they all stop and they will wait for you to cross the road from beginning to finish before they all go ahead and move. They will wait for you to use that zebra crossing. Every zebra crossing. I was very impressed. Here, government cars usually don't follow such things, but that side, they actually do follow them. So I was very impressed with that. And then maybe point 9, the borders, guys. The borders are all organized. They all have stages. And then when you stop a border guy, before you say anything about money, the guy is already handing you a helmet. Everyone has to wear a helmet, and you can only be you and the border guy on the border. So that's 2. Unlike here, you can even sit 3 people. But there, 2 people, you and the border guy, sit on the border, and you both have to have helmets. And they have particular stages. You're just not going to find them everywhere unless you find him moving and he stops. So they are, oh guys, they are very organized, too organized. And then I think my 10th point, is that even 10th, guys? I'm very disorganized with this, but yeah, you get the point. My 10th point, which is they all of them speak highly of their president. At least for the few people I met, they all speak highly of their president, which is maybe understandable considering what they went through the previous years. They all speak highly of their president, and also he has done a very good job. Rwanda is developing quite well. You guys saw my BK Arena vlog, and then just around BK there's a very beautiful and big stadium. They have a lot of things going on in Rwanda, and they're trying to maintain them. So I guess that's why they speak highly of him. Yeah, and then that's it for the president. I don't want to say much. I don't want to be political and stuff. I don't know which one it is at this point, but one other thing that impressed me, there are no street vendors. These things of you walking around and buying maize on the street, gonja somewhere, no. Someone is hawking around with water, no. Everything is in a shop. You have to go to a shop to get anything. There are no vendors selling tomatoes on the street, onions, anything. There are no vendors on the streets. Everyone, you're either in a market or in a particular shop. Even in the village, there are like maybe a car center in the village. You just don't find them anyhow. No, they're all in shops. There's no guy making a Rolex on the street. No, he's in a shop. So that was quite a shocker. So the street food bit of Kigali or Rwanda, I would want to go back and try and see how the street food is done, but I don't think it's street food. It's more like restaurant street food, because they're not on the streets, they're not selling. But I'm sure there is a place I was told where most of them are, like a particular street. So I'm planning and trying to pray to God that I'm able to go back this year. So if you guys watch the ads, help me watch the ads so that I can get some coin and go back. I want to go into the street food industry of is it industry? Street. I would want to go and check out the street food of Kigali, because I didn't see any street things. They don't sell things on the street. This is where I wrote my things. Another point. At this point, guys, I don't know which number I'm on, but just bear with me. I think I've actually covered most of them. Oh, something else. Kigali is expensive. It's expensive. I know their money has more value than ours. I also kept a note. Look at this. It looks so cute. Their money has more value than ours, but it's expensive. Kigali is expensive. You buy one thing and money is going like so fast. So Kigali is expensive, even though their money is a bit their value is more than ours. So yeah, I'll try to put how the exchange rate on the screen so that you guys can know how much it is from like this 500, how much you would get in Uganda shillings, and then dollars as well. I'll put it on the screen, but just know when you're going to Kigali, please try to take a bit of money, plan accordingly, because it's a bit pricey, it's a bit expensive. And then my bonus point, which is people are very friendly, people are very nice, they want to know where you're coming from, they are very willing to help you. Ask someone, they'll gladly help you. I didn't see too much people that are trying to scam, so it was a bit safe. It was actually not a bit safe, it was very safe, because I managed to vlog on the streets without any fear. Whoever you're asking, they're not trying to be funny with you, they're very helpful, they're very friendly. So yeah, I enjoyed that. And yeah, I think that is it for my shockers of Kigali, Rwanda. I would want to go back at least this year. Maybe we shall have more vlogs of Rwanda within the year, but for now, this is it for the Kigali, Rwanda series. You guys watch the ads, like my videos, subscribe so that I'm able to earn and go back to Kigali, Rwanda and bring you more amazing stuff. Yeah? Yeah. Anyways, if you've gotten to this part of the video, please give me some hearts in the comment section. Like, share, all those good things. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me. We are going to go big this year. Vlogs twice a week. That is a promise and that is a must. Thank you so much for being here. I love you and I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah.